I'm really excited to tell you about a product that we've just gotten in here at Drones Plus. This is the Yuneec Q500 4K system. Now this is, the first thing I really want to say about this, I guess, is this is the first system I've ever seen that out of the box is ready to go for the beginning cinematographer or for that person that just wants to be able to get out there and make great pictures the second they walk out of the store. Now let's talk about, or let's look at what's inside this box that's going to set us up so we can do that. First of all, it comes in a fantastic hard travel case. When you open it up, everything's right here that you're going to need. It's got everything from just how to get started and how to set the system up. More than that, it's got this accessory pack built into it that even includes the SD card. So you can pick this up from our store. You can literally drive down the street and be flying in minutes because it's got everything included in the package. So you've got your accessories and all of your SD card, and it comes with 8 props. So you have spare props that are built in, and believe me, it doesn't matter how good a drone pilot you are, there will come a day where you're going to break some props. So it's great that the carry case has got that set up inside. So let's look and see what else is inside this box. So when we open this up, the first thing that we see is we're going to pick it up and pull out the drone itself. So this is what the Yuneec Q500 looks like. And on the front, it's got a 4K camera with a great little locking system. So we'll pull that off and set it off to the side. And it's a gimbal system like most of the other systems that are out there. So we're going to be able to tilt that camera up and down. It's got an SD card reader built right into the camera. And we'll be looking at this camera again in just a second. Now you notice that it's a little bit larger in profile than some of the other low-cost drones that are out there. That's actually to our advantage because by having this large platform and the large props, this is a very, very stable platform. So even if you're a beginning dronographer or you're just getting into drone photography or drone videography, this is going to give you a very stable platform, so you don't need to be quite as good a pilot to get great pictures with this drone. Now another thing that's nice is just the way that it's all set up with everything. On-off switch is very easy to access. So let's open up the back of the system. We'll drop in one of the 2 included batteries. So this comes with 2 batteries in the box instead of just 1. That gives you a little bit more flying pleasure. And when you buy this system, it actually comes with the batteries partially charged. Look at that. So it's already firing itself up with partially charged batteries, and you can get about 10 to 15 minutes of flight out of the very first battery charge that comes from the factory. So it's really terrific the way that it works. And it's telling us right now it's not ready to fly. Well, I hope not, because it's upside down. But as soon as this receives GPS signal, she's ready to go. Let's look at what else comes in the box. As I mentioned, it comes with a second battery. It comes with all the chargers. It comes with a remote control system or a remote control station that's a little bit different than everybody else's remote control. One of the things that makes this different is it has the display built right into it. So all of the other products out there require that you either use an Android system or an iOS system or an Apple iPad or an Android tablet. This does not. This has an Android-based system, operating system, built right into the controller. So there's nothing else that you need to purchase in order to operate this system. So that's really fantastic. The remote is laid out a little bit different too. You don't see the big antennas off the top of it. It's easy to lay down, and it's a little bit more functional because everything's a little bit bigger on the front of the remote. For example, one of the things that we have here is a start-stop switch. This actually turns on and turns off the drone's flight. So we just simply press a button. With some of the other systems that are out there, we need to know some different types of toggle positions in order to be able to launch our drone, but this works a little differently. Now another thing that makes this different is that we can turn on and turn off our video just by pressing a button. So instead of having to go through menus to start and stop the camera on an LCD screen, we'll do it with a hardware switch. And the same thing with photography. If we want to take photos, we're going to press the photo button. Now here's where this is really unique. It's got 3 modes in this switch that you see right here on the front. Well, these 3 modes do a couple of things for us. The first thing that happens is we have a smart mode. The smart mode sets up a geofence, so no matter what, you can't get within 20 feet of the drone or 26 feet of the drone. As soon as you start to walk towards it, it's going to fly away from you. So it's made so that you cannot get very close to the system at all. It also sets up that geofence to not allow the drone to fly farther than 300 feet away from you. So no matter what you do, it won't fly very far away from you at all, so it's going to stay within close proximity. Next, we put it into angle mode. Now, the angle mode allows it to fly just like every other system that's out there, so it's no problem to get a half a mile or 3/4 of a mile away from the system, and it lets us go up to full operating altitudes as high as 400 feet. Now, this is set up with a geofencing system built into it, so no matter what, we can't get this into illegal airspace. Some people want to go higher, but this system is set up to prevent anybody, regardless of how experienced or inexperienced they are, to be able to stay under that 400-foot window that's been mandated by the FAA. So again, keep in mind, this is really aimed at that beginning cinematographer or the cinematographer that never wants to have to worry about flying outside of legal boundaries. Next, a couple of other things about this that I really like. On the side, no one else has anything like this. This is a speed control. Now, if you're just beginning and getting started, you're going to put this in the slower mode so that it's never flying at high speed. And this allows the drone to fly at about 10 miles per hour. It's pretty slow in its overall flight. Or we can put it into the rabbit mode, the high-speed mode, and it allows it to fly at about 35 miles an hour, so it can go pretty quickly. Also, at your fingertips is the pan and tilt control that you have with the camera, and this allows us to pan and tilt the camera up and down. So overall, it's super simple to operate, and it all comes contained in this one box. But that's not everything that comes with it. Last and certainly not least, it comes with this system that is called the Sure Grip. Now, the Sure Grip allows us to remove the camera from the drone body and put it onto this system. So what will happen is we'll remove that. This is the Sure Grip system. So this allows us to tilt the camera up and down by using this thumb wheel that's right here. We can change the mode of shooting with this button here. This allows us to take pictures or put it in video mode. Up in the top, it's got a clamp. And what this clamp is for is it allows you to slide your smartphone in there. So if you've got an Android phone or an Apple iPhone, you'll be able to slide that in there and use it as your preview screen. So when you're working with the camera, you're able to see preview of what kind of shot you're taking. This uses AA batteries that just slide into the bottom right here. And it recommends that you use rechargeable batteries for the best image. So this, coupled with the drone, give you an amazing plethora or a wide variety of things that you can do to create great video. It really is aimed directly at the cinematographer. So this is the Yuneec Q500 4K system. Check it out, only at Drones Plus and dronesplus.com.